Hello and welcome. I'm Maria, and in this video, we will be looking at different dashboards related to the happiness score in the world. This first dashboard is an overview. So we'll start with the horizontal bar chart. It is divided into 10 regions, as we can see. We have South Asia, Western Europe, and others. We also see that there are different colors. There's a range between red and green. These different colors are the score of each of the country, being the red and orange the lower scores and the greens the highest. So if we start looking at the details, we will be able to identify the country, the region it belongs to, and the latter score, which is the happiness score. In this dashboard, we also have four heat maps, which are the factors that are related to the happiness. The first one is freedom to make life choices. The other one is social support. We also have GDP per capita and perceptions of corruption. In this case, the magnitude of the individual values related to those factors is represented in the variation of the color. Let's dive, for example, into social support. So we're going to our next dashboard. In this case, I've decided to compare the global north and the global south in terms of happiness and social support. So if we look at the horizontal bar chart, we have chosen those regions that belong to the global north and filter the rest of the data visualizations with this information. When we look at the heat map, we see that the intensity of the color for the global north is very similar. So in terms of social support, there's no huge variation between the values. Now, if we look at the scatter plot, we're able to compare and see the relationship between social support and the happiness score in the global north. We identified that there is a positive correlation between both. Then if we go to the box plot, we identified that there is not a big difference between the upper whisker and the lower whisker. Actually, the values are very similar. And then we see that there are two outliers, in this case, Georgia and Albania. We did the same for the global south, and the first thing we notice is that the happiness score, the horizontal bar chart, now we have a lot of reds, orange, and yellows. So there's a difference. When we look at the heat map, we also see a higher difference in the concentration of the color. By looking at the scatter plot, we identified that there is a positive correlation between social support and happiness score in the global south as well. But then when we have a look at the box plot, we identified that there is a higher difference between the upper whisker and the lower whisker. The values are distributed in a higher range, but we also identified three outliers, in this case, Afghanistan, Burundi, and Benin. As we can see, the global north and the global south are different in terms of happiness. Countries in the global north tend to be ranked higher than those in the global south. In terms of social support, the global south shows more variation in the values, but both show there's a positive correlation between social support and happiness score. And in both cases, there are outliers. Thanks for watching.